Sam, do you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me, this is like the craft beer equivalent of a spittoon.
I don't know what a spittoon is.
Isn't that like in country and western films where they're chewing tobacco and then they spit it into those little buckets?
Into the metal bucket. Yeah.
This is the modern day equivalent. Welcome to episode 6. I actually can't believe it's 6 already.
I can't believe we've done 6 episodes. I thought this was going to be a 2-episode wonder.
Did you? I read some statistics the other day. 15% of podcasts don't make it past episode 1.
Really?
And then a further 6% don't make it past episode 2. So we're already better than 21% of episodes.
Yeah, we just need the...
in the whole world.
We just need the followership now. It's coming. We keep telling each other it's coming.
We've got 9 YouTube subscribers now.
Have we got 9 now?
9 now, yeah.
I haven't checked it in ages. 9.
You know what comes after 9, Sam? Double digits, baby.
Double digits, baby. Come on.
Anyway, I'm Alex. This is Sam. Welcome to Over 2 Cans. We are still on a high from our little trip to Beak, Sam.
Mate, what a day. I just can't... I don't think I can convey how much fun we had on that day. It was just perfect.
It was great.
It was like a perfect day out with beer as the central focus point. What more can you ask for? And craft beer at that.
And the setting as well. It was on like an industrial estate.
Tell him.
It was on the industrial estate, but it was overlooked by essentially the White Cliffs of Dover 2.0.
Yeah. I'll tell you, I've been to some breweries in my time.
Yeah.
And I've never been to a brewery with that setting before.
It was beautiful.
It was breathtaking.
And it was a lovely day.
It was.
Bearing in mind that every day around it was shit awful.
It was the only day that week where it didn't rain.
Yeah.
We lucked out.
It was so
good. It
good.
was like the gods, the weather gods were looking down on us.
The craft beer gods.
The weather gods? What am I talking about? It's raining men. The craft beer gods were looking down on us and were like, let's give these boys a lovely day out.
Sam, I want to talk about this more, but we know we're on a time schedule these days.
What, you're not giving it more than 2 minutes?
Yeah, I am. What I'm saying is I'm going to crack open a beer and then we're going to carry on talking about it.
I know how strict you are with your schedule when you're leading the episode, Alex, so I won't question you anymore.
I don't want any episode 4 hour and 20 minutes, Sam. Fucking hell. Right, today we come in unison of colour, a nice green array. We've got Zinzan S43, a New Zealand IPA.
We'll talk more about that later.
Will. And my arch nemesis. It's finally happened, Sam.
I'm telling you now.
6 episodes in.
This day is going to go down in history.
This is a world exclusive.
It is.
Alex Andrews drinking a stout.
Just for the record, you've never had a stout before in your life.
No.
You've not even a Guinness.
I mean, I've sipped on a Guinness.
Okay.
I've never had a whole.
You've never had a
to
full
myself.
pint.
No.
This is incredible.
This is it.
It's going to go down in history, man.
And just to let everyone know, it does specifically say this beer is vegan on the back.
Yes. And I was also going to say, you don't do things by halves, Alex. You've gone for a very decadent...
Have I?
First stout.
We've got an unbarred and full circle collaboration sticky toffee pudding white stout.
White stout.
With arguably one of the finest artworks in our collection.
I was looking... Right. When we brought the cans in,
yeah,
I was looking at and I was thinking, could we get another artist on the pod?
Oh, We're already starting.
Who is that artist?
It says right here.
Does it say?
Illustrated by Illustrator. I'm assuming someone called Lou. Oh, look, it's ILLEW Strater.
Very clever.
So we're going to look that person up. Presumably it's one person.
I'm hoping. I think let's set a rule.
Mm-hmm.
If this is just a one-off bit of art for this beer can, we'll politely decline her making an appearance.
Okay.
If she does this on a regular,
how do you know it's a woman?
On the reg, what, Lou?
Yeah, Lou, because it's a man's name, Lewes.
Big Lou.
Lewes.
Oh, that's weird that my brain went to a woman
it
straight
could be
away.
A woman. We don't know.
I think it would be good for gender equality if this Lou was a woman.
50-50, Sam.
Yep. Yeah, and if she or he, if they have designed, if it's on the reg, then all systems go. Get them on. Deal? You're looking her up now.
Of course.
Why not? I keep saying her.
It's fine.
It's gonna be a man.
I think it's a man.
How do you know? Gut instinct.
Look, their most recent Brighton-based illustrator, specialising in creative vomit.
It's not looking good.
Never posted a photo of the final products of my collaboration with the Unbarred Brewery. Super stoked to see this out in the world. Lovely shot by the Hop Vault, posted on the 7th of September, 4 weeks ago.
Don't know. Have a little scroll through her Insta, see if she's done anything else. I mean,
this is definitely a man, Sam. This looks like a man's artwork as well.
Assumption is a bad.
Well, you've made the assumption. I mean, their Squarespace website is dead. So
oh no,
it's not a good.
All right, let's knock this one on the head.
I'll shut the. Shut the tin.
Let's admire their can art for this episode.
Sam, we haven't even opened a beer yet. Fuck's sake, just put that down.
Yeah, I'm doing this on purpose, Alex, to prolong your episode so I can beat you next time.
We're starting with the fucking Zinzan.
All right.
S43. Give me your glass.
Let's do
Jesus.
it. I'm excited as per.
Best sound in the world.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Right.
So Zinzan S43.
I don't remember the last time I had a New Zealand IPA. Not after Cloudwater stole all the hops.
That is very true. So there is a little story. I'm going to say it's gospel because I've heard it from a couple of sources that Cloudwater found some hops in New Zealand and basically have prevented any other brewery from using these New Zealand hops. So I think that's a bit of a poor move from Cloudwater.
That's what you get when you start selling in Tesco's. Right.
Shots have been fired.
At that. I can't even see through it and hold up to the light, mate. I am in love with this already.
It's golden.
Cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Ooh, yeah, it's good. It's a bit. I always feel with the first sip it gets on the tongue and then it settles on the tongue, and then after a few goes, it kind of you get into it. So I'm going to give my opinion a bit later on.
Okay, quite refreshing.
I feel like it needs a bit of a
first couple of sips.
It is very refreshing. I think it's also a good temperature.
The
fridge is set to a nice craft beer temperature.
Yeah. Zinzan, what are you getting off that? Anything.
I mean, it's just what I expect at the moment.
No, I'm talking about the name, mate.
Oh,
what are you getting?
Aztec.
Yeah, some kind of old tribal thing.
I think that's also the image as well, isn't
the
it?
image on the background is
quite
tribal.
We'll do some diving into it in a minute, but for now, let's get back to the Beak.
The Beak.
I actually wanted to say something about last week because I will be honest with you. I was shitting myself about going down there.
I was quite interested. I was quite interested to see if. Well, let's go. Let's take everyone back to when we went there and when we were walking back to the train station. And you kind of said to me, didn't you, that you kind of were a bit like unsure at the start.
Well, I think like one of the reasons that. Well, you know, like earlier on in the year when I started like making YouTube videos, like more for myself, like that was to kind of build up some confidence.
Yeah.
That I knew at some point, because of all the projects that we had going on, that at some point I would need to be good in front of camera.
Yeah.
And then we started doing this, and like me talking to you is like the most calm I'm ever going to be, because
18 years in the making, mate.
Exactly. So it's like, this is just dead easy for me.
Yeah.
But then when we were like, let's book Jay Cover, and I was just like, we're gonna get him, and then I'm gonna shit my pants. And then when we bumped into him on the train, I was like, this is great, we get to know him. So I felt really comfortable with him. And then when we got there, like we got a fucking spanner thrown in the works, didn't we?
A proper curveball.
So Danny, the brewery owner, came up to us and was like, do you mind if I do my interview first?
Yeah.
And both of us were like, yeah, that's fine,
mate.
but
Even I was like, fuck. Literally, I was like, this isn't how it's meant to go.
No, I know.
I started freaking out.
Yeah.
I was like, for a split second, I nearly turned around to him and said, no, we need to do Jay's interview first.
Yeah, but then we were like, we need.
Then I was like,
I
can't dictate the owner of Beak Brewery and tell him when we're going to interview him.
But when we got there as well, like in my head the whole time, I just envisioned us having this perfect setup where we would just like be able to set up wherever we wanted. We'd have really like loads of space and put the camera up and stuff and the light and stuff. And then we got there and we were like, there is literally nowhere to pitch up. Yeah. And then they put us like right in the entrance with a table that was pretty much like this, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was. I think it was like an orange trestle table,
and it was,
wasn't it?
But it was a bit longer, I think. But having 2 people is fine. But when it's 3 people, it was impossible, wasn't it?
I think that was the thing I struggled with the most. Throughout the whole day, it wasn't the fact that we weren't in the perfect location. We didn't have time to experiment with lights and. Noise levels and stuff like that. It was me
in the middle
of you and Jay or you and Danny
to start with,
and I felt like I couldn't like move. I felt rigid because I was like, I need to interact with both of you, but I don't want to block your line of sight with Jay or Danny, and I don't want to block his with yours. So I was kind of like, I think you'll see it on the video. I was kind of leaning in when I was talking and then kind of leaning back when I was listening to him, or I wanted you to crack on.
And I was so, because at that point we did a very quick test on the levels, didn't we? We're literally like, they look fine. Like we turned you down and everyone else up, and that's all we had time for. Yeah. And then like I was over there and you were in the middle, and then Danny was here, and I was just like, I kept looking at that, making sure that was fine, and I wasn't actually like listening 100% to what you two were saying, so I felt like really like out of the conversation. And because I was being blocked by you, so. But
I was very aware of that as well, and I think
saw that you were.
I think I was like kneeing you under the table, like ask him the next question.
I didn't actually pick up on that until about like the 5th time you hit me.
But then, like a pro, you came in and was like, "Well, Sam's got all the serious shit out of the way. Let me ask you the fun questions." Mate, and it was very smooth.
That bit. But I think when we watch it back, I think like I looked like really out of place because I was so fucking nervous.
I mean, we still haven't watched it back.
I know we haven't,
so it will be interesting to see. But just going back to the location we actually pitched up on, we both said to each other, at first glance, worst location ever. We were like, this is not going to work. And then at the end of the day, best location ever. We had a working brewery walking backwards and forwards in front of us whilst we were doing the interview. And that is the thing. I cannot wait to see.
Yeah.
Because it's just going to be great just to see that interview with staff members of the brewery walking backwards and forwards, just doing their day-to-day jobs.
It was... Yeah, like we had the camera, probably a good 15 foot away, didn't we? So it was a very wide angle. And I have watched a little bit of the footage back, and we've somehow the table was at a very slight angle. So my end was close to the camera, and then this end was further back. So it looks like the interviewee is perfectly placed, and then we're just out of shot a little bit. So I was like, that wasn't on purpose, but it looked really good.
It was good.
So
it was good.
When I get round to editing it next week, we will. It's going to be good.
It will be. Of course it will. Mate, why are we even doubting
ourselves?
We're
not doubting it, but all I'm saying is that
Mate, we're top divas. Why are we doubting ourselves?
We're top divas when we're sitting...
Look at this light setup. We're top divas.
When we're sitting in fucking Craftline HQ, we're top divas. when we go out on site, we're so scared.
but this is the beauty of it. That was our first one out on the road. Mm-hmm. And it's only going to get better from there.
No, I completely agree. It
is. And I think I can speak on both of our behalves that potentially our favourite part of the interview was when we got Jay and Danny to play a game of Toads and did our quickfire questions.
10 questions, quickfire.
So I've got a question for you.
Is it a quickfire one?
I know we said on the train on the way up, these are the questions we're going to ask every guest we have on the podcast. That's quickly gone out the window because we just realised how much fun we can have with this segment.
Yeah.
If you could change, or if you could add a question into our quickfire, what would it be? I love putting you on the spot, Alex. I love it.
I liked the questions that we had at the end where we did our preferences. Yeah, so we did the five questions, which was the 10th question of which do you prefer out of mine and yours favorite things. So I would change 3 of those because I feel like every single craft beer drinker prefers coffee to tea. Apart from me. And what were the
they both chose Arsenal over Chelsea.
They did, yeah. So
Good one.
It was 3-2
for the history.
All right, mate. Fucking hell. Yeah, so it was 3-2 and then 4-1. So yeah, so I would definitely. I wouldn't know what I would change into, but I would have to have a think and change that. Yeah,
I think the preferences thing is really good. And do you know what I really liked about that was because I was kind of in shot and asking the questions, and during the preferences bit, when they chose one of your preferences, you were silently celebrating behind the camera. You were yeah.
I don't think I was silent on some of them.
But I think for me, and I know we boo-booed it on the train, but I think we now know that people in this industry love a juicy tale, an embarrassing story. And I know on the train we were maybe we shouldn't ask that, but I would definitely put in the question of what is your most embarrassing drunk story? Because we pretty much got that from Jay and Danny anyway.
You just love a story like that, and you were trying to find all the juicy gossip, and I was like, Sam, we've never met these people, we don't know how they're going to react, so let's put a spin on it. So I was like, what is either the best thing that's ever happened to you or the most embarrassing thing? And they both picked the most embarrassing, didn't they?
They did. I'm one of those scum reporters. I just want all the juicy details, and then I'm going to sell it, and then I'm going to ruin your life. I hope we don't ruin Jay or Danny's life.
Well, I don't think we will, no.
Lives with some of the stuff they disclosed us.
It wasn't too juicy, was it really?
That story which Jay told us about him getting naked, drinking the beer and doing weights.
He didn't get naked. He said other people got naked.
Oh, I thought he said he joined in.
No, I don't think so.
Oh. In my head, he was joining in, pumping the iron and drinking some craft beer.
I'm fairly certain he didn't, but we'll have to double check that.
But ultimately, I couldn't have asked for anything better for our first trip, and to many more future visits to breweries. I just want variety of guests as well.
So
I think the J as an artist was a great spin.
yeah,
Still very part of the craft beer
Uh-huh.
industry, but
it's good though,
something
isn't it?
completely different.
Because like the podcast that we're trying to create is not 100% directly just go into craft beer drinkers.
No.
We're trying to take it to a wider audience.
yeah,
and
because we don't want to alienate anyone.
no, and we also just want to have a good laugh about it as well.
Mhm.
Like we're not trying to be like these pompous craft beer drinkers.
No, we're divas, but we're not pompous.
Don't
get us wrong.
So
Darling.
yeah, so Jay was a good an immediately good like segue out of that
Yeah.
to go and expand our horizons. Immediately expanding our horizons.
Yeah, I think in years to come we will chuckle that Jay was the first person we reached out to.
I'd love to get him back on the show for like our 5th anniversary or something.
Oh my god, how amazing would that be?
We're still going in 5 years.
The ultimate game of toads we'd have to play with him.
Oh, we'll definitely have a toes ball by then.
Yeah, 100%.
So we've spoke about not getting this artist on board.
No. Which is a shame. It's a shame. More than anything, I just want to know if it's a man or a woman.
I'm going to do some research. when I'm editing this episode, I'll do some research and I might reach out to this person and see, and then report back on in episode 7 or 8. But I think we should just make a beeline for our next brewery
Okay.
because we did it with Beak and Jay and it literally worked out. Like we've got 100% success rate.
I like your confidence, Alex.
So let's
it's
just
shining. It's shining.
let's just put it in now.
Okay.
mean-
Let's not bullshit them. We've discussed this.
We have.
Would you like to reveal our aspirations?
Yes, but firstly, I would like to say that we have already got one in the pipeline.
Tell that first.
So we did a collaboration beer, which I still haven't tried, which is another story we're bringing up in a minute. With
May I add, Jay was the first person to ever try that beer, and he gave it rave reviews.
I've got a picture of you two
Yes.
drinking that.
You can
But
put that
he's-
up, you can put that up.
He's drinking the beer. A very good picture. Yeah. So we gave Jay and Danny a can of our collaboration beer as a gift. And then they put it in the fridge, didn't they? And then Jay drank his on the way to the pub.
He drank it as a road beer.
He had it as a road beer, yeah. I called it a bus juice.
I mean, he was pretty drunk at that point, but he did give us lots of compliments.
He said it was nice, so
Yeah.
it bodes well for it.
He did say, "I'm not a beer connoisseur," which he said
And
from
then-
the start.
And then he picked out like 10 flavours.
yeah. And you were like, "You've trumped us."
I just say if I like it or I don't like it.
He was like, "I prefer wine." But yeah, he was banging out the compliments, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was good. So yeah, hopefully it bodes well. But anyway, so Southey is our next target, which I am already 75% of the way to securing a date
You
with
are.
that.
You're very friendly with them.
I
Or
am.
with Charlotte
Yeah, I am. Well, we're
And-
going to see them on Saturday as well. But we'll talk
for
about
our
that in a
launch
bit.
party, baby.
Launch party.
Talk about
Um,
that later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Gypsy Hill.
Right, Gypsy Hill, we think is the best next step,
Mhm.
don't we?
Achievable.
Achievable.
Local.
Very low. Right, so Alex and I both believe that Gypsy Hill is the biggest craft brewery on that kind of level,
Mm-hmm.
most local to us.
Yeah.
We agree on
Mhm.
that, don't we? So we think they would be a good door to knock on.
100%.
3 owners.
Yeah.
I know one of them's called Sam. I don't know what the other 2 are called.
Every craft beer brewery actually has an owner.
Has
called
a
Sam.
Sam.
That's a fact. Yeah. That is a fact.
What about Danny?
No, yeah, he's got
Oh,
a
is it evil twin
silent
called Sam?
partner called Sam. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck off, mate. Right? I'm trying to make another rumor.
Yeah, I know one of them's called Sam. I can't remember what the other 2 are. Don't think they're related. I think they're just very good friends. But that would be great. A triple interview.
And it's a good location as well.
We'd have to get all 3 of that. I mean, that's a test in itself. We were struggling with interviewing one person down. I think we'd have to sit on a round table.
we know the layout of Gypsy Hill though.
We do.
'cause We've been there before.
We've done a recce.
We have done a couple of recce's. We'll have to also go on a day where they're not bottling 2,000 bottles. What is your schedule like for this day?
Yeah. Well, we've got the whole team in on this day, bottling 2,000 bottles of mixed firm.
Fuck it, we'll get the whole.
Oh yeah. We'll come on that day.
We'll get the whole team to sit down.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna aim for Gypsy Hill, guys, and hopefully we continue our success rate.
We'll report back in a few episodes.
You were talking about some kind of ratio before we started this
Yeah,
episode.
so I just think that, like, I think these episodes are just nice, fun things to do. And,
Chilled.
And doing a brewery episode is a lot of preparation.
Oh, a lot.
And it also means we've got to take a day off from our other
We-
projects as well.
We were researching for a week.
Oh, what?
All right, we slightly winged it. No, we didn't. We did a bit of research, but it was on the train on the way down. We were like, it's a 2.5 hour train journey.
2.5 hour train, to be fair.
But yeah, no. But seriously, it does take it. It takes
does.
a lot of brain power.
Yeah.
To kind of
And
work out the logistics.
And it's a 2-day job, really.
Yeah, and especially if we do succeed in getting Gypsy Hill on, or we go to Gypsy Hill next, that's three people we need to know facts and information about.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to just treat them as one entity. I want to be like, yo, Sam, yo,
Other person.
Gypsy, yo, Hill. Like, I wanna like direct specific questions to each of them.
Yeah.
Because that's respect at the end of the day, isn't it?
I mean, we don't know how many people we're going to get from there, but if we can get them at all.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
we might only end up with one of them.
That'll be easier, to be fair. But yeah, but that's...
Ended up with Gypsy. I wanted Hill.
Right, Sam. Oh yeah, so anyway, your question was it's gonna be a 3-to-1 ratio minimum. So we're gonna do 3 podcasts here and 1 at a brewery.
Yeah. Which I think that's a fair ratio.
Yeah.
And I think it's achievable.
Yeah.
Most importantly.
So then that's like 1 episode every 2 months is at a brewery.
Cool. And the other thing which should be a priority is we need to get Gypsy Hill in Craftline.
Yes.
Before we go there.
I think we're going to do that next week, actually.
Yeah.
We're going to talk to Chris and Jack.
And to be fair, it's not really our fault, because when we were buying in for our first stock,
It was
buy-in,
there
was no Gypsy Hill about.
And now it's all over the place.
I think we were just unlucky with the timings.
Yeah.
I think we missed Gypsy's drop.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, cool. Right, let's aim for Gypsy.
Yep.
After this episode, we'll get the ball rolling, reach out, see what magic we can work.
Reach out and grab you.
One more thing about Beak before we continue,
please,
is that
the episode 5 logo,
mate.
Oh, how good!
It was your idea. You were like, I'm going to print out a template of our logo, blank, and we're gonna get our guests to draw something in the blank template logo every time we have a guest on. Genius idea.
Thank you.
I take off my hat, sir.
Thank you.
And Jay did a number.
He did. He did a portrait of all 4 of us: me, you, Danny, and himself.
And we put him on the spot.
And I gave him 4 pens, and he actually used this pen to draw it.
It's famous, that pen.
I'm gonna keep this.
Yeah,
until
frame
it
it.
runs out. Yeah, so I mean, we'll put the image here, but also it's on episode 5. So if you haven't watched episode 5, go and watch it now.
Go and watch it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, but I'm definitely getting that framed at some point.
Oh yeah.
And also, you were very smart in what you did as well. So you peeled off the sleep can sticker.
So yeah, so the night before we were like, oh, let's do some preparation and drink some Beak beers before our interviews.
Yeah.
And yeah, we were drinking Sleep, which is a dipper by Beak.
Jake Overart.
And once we'd finished those beers, Alex, I peeled off the sticker, the label on the beer, and then you lent me some lovely paper, and I put the beer sticker in the middle of that bit of paper, and I took both of them and I got Jade to sign them for me. And I'm probably going to make my brother a very happy man.
You will.
He's a big fan.
He deserves a present after doing all of our branding for Craftline.
100%. Yeah, I think he actually got quite jealous that we'd spent the whole day with like one of his idols, really.
Yeah.
He loves his work. Like, I'm not just saying that.
Yeah.
He literally follows him, likes every post he puts out on his Insta.
He's a great artist.
Yeah.
Right, Sam, let's talk about Zinzan.
Zinzan S43.
Let's see what it says.
Should we tell them our little bit of trivia about their name?
S43. Yeah. The trivia is that it didn't used to be called S43. And it used to be called
Sonnet
43.
And they never used to brew craft beer.
Well, it's actually the first sentence on their About page on the website. So,
do you know why I know that?
Because you read their About page on their website.
Because I had to do all the research for Craftline.
Oh, yeah. Right, let me...
Photographic memory.
You have got a very good memory, whereas I don't. We started life back in 2012, focusing on developing our own British-styled cask ales out of County Durham, there's a missing word there.
Typos
Out
on the
of
website.
our County Durham-based brewhouse. Back then, we were known as Sonnet 43, inspired by the Victorian poet Elizabeth Barrett Browning, who was born and raised in Coxhoe, County Durham, the village our brewery calls home. 3 years into our brewing in 2015, we had doubled production year on year and expanded our team and range of ales, including the award-winning Raven and Aurora. They need to get a new copywriter. Another 3 busy years... They really do. Fucking hell. Another 3 busy years of brewing our beloved cask ales, and we noticed a change in our palates. They knew they went where the money was. They thought they made it.
I'm sensing the struggle, Alex.
They put a comma like in places that doesn't need to be commas.
Does this anger you? As a website designer.
I might just correct it and email it to them.
Okay.
So just upload it to your site. Whilst we were still chugging cast specials at a rate of knots, we were getting excited by some of the more hop-forward flavours from over the pond. This is when we touched in with the Texan to come and develop the craft army of the brewery. Fucking hell, that was shit.
Don't slag them off, mate.
I'm not slagging them
I
off.
fancy a trip to Durham.
I'm not slagging off the brewery. That beer was great, but what I'm saying is that their copyright is not very good.
Durham is very close to Newcastle.
Is it?
So what I'm thinking in my head is tick S43 off, take you to Wylam, treat you, and you can have a nice pickled egg.
And
there.
also, Wylam is another one that their copywriter needs to chill the fuck out. Maybe they two should get together.
Yeah.
Right, this is the About Us section of Zinzan. In case you didn't already know, we absolutely love New Zealand hops, so try to do as many New Zealand IPAs as we can. And here we have another. Saturated with the tropical fruit, pine and resin flavours that make New Zealand hops so special. This time we've packed in Nelson, Rawaka, Waiti and Mutika with a little Equinot cryo for good measure.
Bloody hell, you're being tested today,
How did I
boy.
do in the pronunciation?
Yeah, you did very well. You did very well.
Can I always say that was written much better than they're About Us.
Yeah, different copywriter, mate.
It definitely is.
I've got a gripe. Okay,
Go on.
I don't like the fact that a lot of craft breweries are putting New Zealand hops on a pedestal.
Okay.
Don't like it.
Well, you don't like New Zealand hops, or
No, it's not that I don't like New Zealand hops. I haven't made my mind up yet about New Zealand hops,
Right.
actually. I don't drink enough beers to have made my mind up yet on New Zealand hops. I don't like the fact that they are making New Zealand hops sound more special than any other hops.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
It is a bit
It's
odd.
like that story about Cloudwater, like stopping other breweries from using New Zealand hops. I don't like it.
What's so special about New Zealand
It's like
hops?
it's like that thing in life where everyone jumps on the bandwagon to something, ruins it, and then they just leave it behind in tatters.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
That little analogy.
There was a Country File episode the other day when they were talking about hops. On
Oh
there.
yeah, you told me I need to catch up on that.
And they were talking about British hops, and British hops equate for something like 1.5% of the world's hops.
Very
Which
interesting.
is very interesting, yeah.
I mean, I can imagine most of them come from America.
From America, yeah. And Japan with
Yakima Chief Hops.
An ongoing joke.
Go back and watch episode 3, maybe?
2 or 3.
2 or 3.
Just start from the beginning. But yeah, no, I get what you're saying. It's like why specifically do New Zealand get their own brand of hops when all these other hops are not called the country they're from? They're just called other different names.
It's like, imagine this beer, and it said, I don't know, like Spanish IPA.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
But also, it's a bit like having the Yakima hops logo as like a collaboration thing.
Yeah.
Which also I find odd.
It's a bit pretentious, I think. I mean, it's good
branding on both counts, Yakima and New Zealand, but yeah, it is. I think it's unnecessary.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's necessary to say these hops are from New Zealand.
Maybe we should look more into it.
Maybe we should take a trip to New Zealand.
Go to Yeasty Boys.
Oh my god, that would be a good trip, wouldn't it?
I'd love that.
I mean, we know Al.
We do know Al
from Yeasty Boys.
He lives in London.
Maybe once this channel explodes, once this podcast goes big, we could talk to Al and we can get an all expenses trip paid to
by Yeasty Boys.
Yeah, to Yeasty Boys. They'll want us to come and interview them. Do you know what I mean?
Once we've got like 15 million YouTube subscribers. Yeah.
They'll want us to be there.
Right, Sam, I know what you're fucking doing, mate. Dragging this on. Right, Zinzan. Have you looked at my screen?
No.
Have you cheated?
No.
Okay.
I promise you. I'm cheaters don't prosper, mate.
They don't. Okay, so I need your rating.
My rating.
Your rating.
I really enjoyed it.
So did I.
S43. So for me, they're kind of new kids on the block. They're a brewery which haven't been around for that long. Obviously, they have been around for a very long time.
Yeah.
But haven't been brewing craft beer. So in that sense, they are new kids on the block. And I was saying to you before this episode, I remember seeing S43 on shelves when they first came about.
Yeah.
And I was very taken aback by their branding. I was standing there and I was like, I just couldn't compute it. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very unique, if you get what I mean.
Is that a nice word you're using? It's okay to say.
Should I just be honest?
Yeah.
Right. I think some of S43's artwork and branding is cheap.
Yeah. Well,
it looks cheap.
It's funny you say that because we've been in soft launch on Craftline for a couple of weeks now. Like we haven't advertised it at all. We've just been telling our friends and stuff. And our number one selling beer has been S43's Hazy IPA.
Is it called Hazy IPA? Down the Hazy River. It's called
Hazy River, yeah.
Hazy River,
which has got it's actually quite similar to that, isn't it? The thing, but everyone is buying it.
Yeah.
Because the artwork is incredible on it.
Which goes to prove our point about if you don't know a brewery, and I'm sure everyone who's been buying off of our website doesn't know S43. If you don't know the brewery, go with the artwork. Take a gamble on the artwork.
And what did you say in one of the earlier episodes that craft beer is like Ribena for adults?
Yeah, it is soft drinks for adults. Isn't it?
That was it. Yeah,
it is.
But like the contrast in the can art is that this is a nice can, but it's not striking.
No,
and so we haven't sold as many of them. Like honestly, we've nearly sold out of this one, and it's our most popular. Not this one, but the S43 one. Because of the can artwork, but then the other S43s are not as popular.
Yeah, and this is what I'm saying. Do you think their branding and artwork is putting people off from buying it?
Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah, I think we've got 6 S43s, and 5 of them are probably some of our least popular, and the one that's got like the big illustrated artwork is the number one seller. Yeah. By a long way as well.
But do you know what I have been thinking though? Do you think that it will go full circle in the sense of their branding looks so cheap and shit that actually is doing them a favour, because when that is on a shelf next to other beer cans, everyone is automatically, that's S43. Do you get what I mean? That
What picking
frame
up,
of mind.
picking up on it? Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't. I don't think they've got a distinctive direction for their artwork.
No,
though.
that is true.
Like not like a Beak where you could spot a Beak from the other side of the room. Like you couldn't do that with S43.
No.
If you line up all of the cans that we've got,
Yeah.
the Hazy River would stand out, but the rest of them you wouldn't actually connect that they were the same.
No.
Other than the fact that they've got the S43
S43
and
on
the
it.
rectangle
Yeah.
around them. But
Yeah, I think their designs and can arts are are so shit that actually it's kind of got a little bit of a comfort factor to it.
You
For,
think?
for
Yeah.
me as a consumer, because I know that their beers are like I might be knocking their artwork and their design, but their
beer
beers,
is amazing.
I cannot fault their beers. I'll tell you that right
Yeah.
now. There's probably been a couple of S43 beers where I've been like, average Joe.
Yeah.
But the rest of them have been
Amazing.
outstanding.
I think that there's a lot of people in the craft beer world that are like really into it, that would really hate what we're saying right now, like saying how important the artwork is for a thing, because the majority of the drinkers are not even like us. They're like they're more chilled out about drinking craft beer than we are, and the way that they find most of their cans is either through their friends telling them drink this, drink that. But most of the time, if you're on a website and you've got 150 cans to choose from, you're going to be like, I like that artwork. I'm going to try that.
I've said it before. I'll say it again. I honestly believe 50% importance is what the beer tastes like. The other 50% is what the can looks like, what the branding is. I fully stand by that.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. But it's just such a
like
weird,
a bizarre concept.
A weird concept. Yeah, but I do it as well. I'm like, I love that artwork. I'm gonna try it.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm like, I like that artwork as long as it's not a porter or a stout. I'm gonna buy it regardless of what it is.
What's next to Zinzan?
Right, Sam, just give me your fucking rating.
All right, okay. Piney, and I'm usually not the biggest fan of overly piney beers. That pine balance was amazing.
Yeah,
cannot fault that. The refreshing factor of it stayed with it till the last sip. My rating is, do you want to guess what my rating is?
I just think it's the same as mine.
Go on.
Well, then if I tell you, I'm going to tell you what mine is. Just
that's fine. Go on, have a guess.
Well, mine is a 4.
Okay, it's not the same.
Yours is a 3.75.
No.
Wow, you're going up. Oh, interesting. Okay.
For once in my life.
Go on.
4.25, mate.
Ah, nice.
Honestly, I first few sips, I was like, this has got 4 written all over it. But the finesse, the overall product, quality of it as well, 4.25 all day long.
So I'm just making notes of what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
no,
whatever-
it was good.
Word for word, yeah.
Zinzan, Sam 4.25, Alex
The finesse,
4.
yeah.
Yeah, piney, whatever she said.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it all.
Quality product, yeah. Cool.
I write shorthand. I used to work for a judge. I know shorthand. Right, global rating.
Oh, that's a tricky one. Like I said, the S43.
Do you want numbers?
Yeah. We said we were going to do that from now on.
Uniques 445. Monthly 100 on the nose. Total 452. So
I'm going to go with 4.08.
3.96.
Okay.
Not bad.
Close enough. I'll take that.
That'll do.
I'll take it. Yeah, I was gonna go below 4 because of S43, just because they're not as well known as the Northern Monks, as Verdant, they are Wylam. But if they keep producing beers of that quality, they're gonna get there like that. Literally.
Just change your fucking artwork, S43.
And I actually find it very interesting that they were a cask ale. They were all about the cask ales. And
it's good.
they decided to take that step into the craft beer
I know I
world.
said they were following the money earlier, which they probably were to an extent, but also, you know, the world changes, isn't it?
But also, is there a problem with that? Do you think?
No, definitely not. I
No.
was just trying to be funny, really.
Yeah.
But no, you do what you got to do.
Yeah.
But also, there's still a huge market for cask as well, and like a lot of craft beer drinkers love cask. Like, I love a cask as well. And also, what Danny from
One more, mate.
Danny from Beak actually prefers a cask, doesn't he?
Yeah, and
Which is interesting.
I just thought something else as well about what Danny said in the interview he had with us about Untapped.
Oh yeah,
That he doesn't think it's a fair system.
yeah.
Very, very interesting what he said there. Because he believes that styles of beer should be segregated. That they shouldn't just all be lumped into
And
one.
I have started taking that on board as well.
Yeah, I completely agree. And to be fair, maybe not when I first started logging on Untapped. Maybe over the last couple of years, I do kind of follow that mantra.
Yeah.
Because it is unfair otherwise. Because you can't fairly
Can't compare
those two beers.
a stout to a New Zealand
They're
IPA.
two different styles. Alex, it's that time.
I've actually just remembered I've got to be somewhere. I feel like every time we come back in on part 2 now, we have to do 1, 2, 3, back in the room. Sam,
Yeah,
this is it.
come on then.
This is the moment I've been dreading.
I think this might become, I'm hoping it's going to become, my favourite moment of 2021. Minus my
far?
child being born.
And what was your favourite moment in 2021?
This
Sam? Well,
is
there was a toss-up between when Alex had a stout and when I had a child. Not sure which.
I think this is going to be a memorable.
Right.
Are you nervous?
I'm not nervous. I'm just not looking forward to it. I mean, I haven't had a stout for, like...
Since you had those couple of sips on that Guinness.
We actually, like... I don't think I started drinking beer properly until I was, like, 24, 25.
We were pretty much the
yeah.
same. We used to drink cider. We used to love a cider, didn't we?
So, I don't think I've tried a Guinness since I started drinking beer.
Oh, you're just going to ignore me. Fair enough.
Yes, we used to drink cider, which I actually despise cider now.
Do you?
Yeah.
What, even a cheeky craft cider? Which reminds me, just quickly, I still want to get a resident cider slot on Craftline.
That is, yeah.
I think...
No, I don't despise all ciders.
No.
But I used to drink... Did you used to drink Strongbow? I used to
Strongbow,
drink Strongbow.
Scrumpy Jack.
I never had
That was a
Scrumpy
winner. I never stooped that low to be drinking White Lightning.
Jack. Magners.
Magners
Do you
was
remember,
alright.
do you remember Jack's cider?
Yes.
Mate,
That was lethal,
I
that shit.
I had a moment in my life where I literally loved that stuff.
Yeah.
It was... Well, I think I used to drink it on the way to the Black Sheep.
Do you know what? I also
Smells
remember
nice.
my first craft cider, which I'm pretty certain I was with you in the barrel.
Scully.
Andy. Ollie.
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 That was really nice.
Ollie.
That's
He was like a kid. He
South
taught
African,
us. Yeah,
how
he
to say
taught us
it.
how to say it properly in South African.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, that was good.
I'd love to track that down. I know. I think it was in a bottle.
Yeah,
so
it was,
we might
yeah.
have to change our agreement with DPD.
Never bothered to
Do
collect.
you want me to do the honours?
Yeah, because I've never poured a stout, so I don't know how to do it.
Oh, mate, it's the same. Same as every other beer. By the way, can we please take note? This is a white
stout.
white stout.
Even it doesn't-
Now, do you know
doesn't
what
really-
the difference is between a white stout and a regular stout?
The white stout is brewed with. I've no idea. I mean, it doesn't.
I literally, for a second then, I was like, Alex has got an answer for me. Amazing.
I don't know. This doesn't look very white to me, Sam.
Well, okay.
You'll explain.
So you got to think about the bigger picture.
Mm-hmm.
A regular stout is how dark is it?
Yeah.
It's disgustingly black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this color.
Uh-huh.
Much more pale in comparison.
Yeah.
And that is literally what a white stout is. No difference in taste. It's
Really?
literally, it's a white stout because
Tastes
of
the
the
same?
colour. Yeah.
Do you want me to top your glass up?
No. I want you to have the lion's share, mate. The artwork, though, amazing. We'll come back to that.
It smells like a sticky toy pudding, to be fair.
It does.
I feel like I'm going to like it.
I think this might unlock a door for you, Alex. I think you're going to be on the stout train this winter.
On the vegan stout train.
The vegan stout train. But in a previous episode, I do recall you saying, yeah, I'm vegan.
Here and there, I did.
Here and there.
I think it was episode 4. Yeah.
I'll allow it.
Mm-hmm.
So if I drink a really good stout and it's not vegan, I will put it on your doorstep and you can make that decision.
Well, we've got a lot in the stock room, so I would like to try that left-handed giant stout as well.
Yes. The Ghosts on the Moon.
Ghosts on the Moon.
We are Ghosts on the Moon?
Yeah.
Yeah. All
Something
right.
like that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm
Down in one, yeah?
taking this moment. Don't do that.
Joking.
I'm savouring this moment.
Okay.
I'm not even going to take a sip. Actually, that's bad luck. One sip.
Fucking pressure.
Because we cheersed. Go on. My photographic memory is taking this moment in. You're going to love it, mate. The silence.
Is that what a normal stout tastes like?
Pretty much. It's a dessert stout.
It's
I think what you're getting muddled up with is the hardcore dry stouts. I don't like a dry stout.
right.
Milk stouts, dessert stouts, I really enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't immediately like it, but I also know that if I drink more, I will like it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Well, you've got half a pint there, mate. Nearly.
Okay. You won this round, Nash.
You didn't wince or anything.
No, well...
I tell you what, before you became a vegan, did you ever have a yogurt, the Muller toffee yogurt?
No.
Tastes exactly like that.
What was it? What toffee poured in?
I will show you it on here.
I used to love a Muller corner with the little beads in it.
Yeah, not that, but it's.
No, I don't think I did. I wasn't not really into that toffee stuff anyway.
It's this one. It's one of my favourite yogurts of all time. Simple but effective.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Do you know this one?
Yeah, I do, but I've not had that before.
Literally, that is liquid.
Really?
Alcohol, liquid form of that.
You can taste it right at the end, can't you? That little toffee taste.
It's beautiful, isn't it? I was the same as you, mate. I was scared of the stout. Scared of the porter. I was, honestly.
I believe you.
And I am so in love with these styles of beer now.
Yeah.
It's a joke. And there's that, I guess it is true. When winter hits, you want to be drinking stouts. You don't want to be drinking hazy IPAs. You want to drink these because it warms your belly, and it warms your throat as it goes down. Do you get what I mean? Do you get those sensations?
Yeah, I know. I'm struggling with all the flavors.
Too much.
It's not too much. It's just a lot to take in.
Yeah.
This is 33 years in the making. This
It is. I'm impressed already.
I'm speechless because I don't know what I'm feeling at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to need a couple more.
Yeah, take your time. Give me a full review at the end, mate. Shall we talk about the two amazing breweries on this collab?
Yes. Oh, you know what? I haven't done my research on Full Circle.
Okay. Shall I quickly briefly chat about Unbarred? The small
I've got unbarred.
Oh, you've got unbarred.
I've got unbarred up.
Okay, talk about unbarred then.
Unbarred. About us.
Brighton.
Unbarred is born and bred in Brighton and Hove, established in 2014 from the shed of our founder and head brewer, Jordan, to our brewery in central Brighton. Also a special note to Sam, our second brewer. Damn it, fucking fucked it up. Bollocks.
I would have fallen for that hook, line and sinker as well. I literally would have been like, it's another Sam. The Sams are taking over.
We are made of Brighton and like to push conventions and create beers that reflect the city we're made of. I bloody love Brighton. We love Brighton.
We love Brighton.
After working for other breweries and moving from the shed to Gypsy Brewing, which enabled us to grow our production, brand, and get beer into the hands of more people, we found a site in the centre of Brighton. They might need another copywriter here. Since establishing our home in the heart of Brighton in August 2019, we have doubled our production with a big focus on perfecting our core range and specials that focus on expressing creativity, passion, and pushing boundaries. Our beers are born out of concept ideas, and that concept grows into the beer, the label, and the experience. To celebrate our roots, we work with local businesses, artists, and creatives to show some of the culture and innovations of our hometown. We are unbarred. We are made of Brighton.
What do you think of that, mate?
Yeah, I like it, but I like the very strong community connection that they're making in that. But I'm also, as I was reading, I was thinking how fun it would be for us to write our own brewery description, and it would just be like every other brewery description.
What, like a make-believe brewery?
Just make one up.
Yeah,
and it would just read like every other one.
Yeah, I mean, we could just merge 10 different breweries about us sections.
Take a different paragraph from every single brewery and just stick it together.
Yeah. I think that's what S43 did.
And then got a child to write it. That was
they just forgot to put the punctuation.
I actually might start rating brewery about us pages.
Are you going to use the Untapped scale or the IMDb scale?
Stop fucking with mine, Sam.
So first of all, my first thought is any excuse for a trip to Brighton.
Absolutely.
Do you remember smoking pink cigarettes in Brighton?
Do I?
That was a great moment of my life. Us walking down the beachfront,
the promenade,
by the fun fair, smoking pink cigarettes.
And where did we get the cigarettes from?
I don't know. I can't remember.
We
that
bought them
detail.
in Amsterdam.
We did.
Yeah.
Yes, Alex. God, your memory is.
Is
surprising at times, but dreadful. The majority.
Very true.
I would really like to put Unbarred high on the list. Unbarred, I get very curious about Unbarred. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. I'm very curious about the brewery.
I don't know a lot about them, and I haven't tried any of their beers.
Haven't you?
Many of their beers?
I can name a
Obviously,
couple off the top of my head, which I've really enjoyed.
Yeah.
So they had So I think Unbarred like to specialise in, and I will do this with quotation marks, novelty beers.
Okay.
They seem to have like some kind of penchant for it. The first one which came to my head, and I'm pretty sure I gave it a 4.75 on Untapped, was Honeycomb Milkshake IPA.
That's huge.
Alex, if you weren't a vegan, blimey, it'd blow your head off, man.
Bloody hell.
If they still make it, which they probably don't, that beer is incredible. And the second one is what you've got on your laptop right there.
Bueno Shake.
Which is also on our website.
It is.
Craftlinebeers.com.
£6.85.
Bueno Shake. So that is literally... Do you want to finish my sentence?
One of the best stouts you've ever had in your life.
Nope.
It is literally tastes exactly like a Kinder Bueno.
I was going to say liquid form of
really.
Kinder Bueno. the similarity is uncanny.
Really?
Yeah. Crazy.
I might have to have a sip.
I think you should just to tick that off your list, mate. I mean, I've probably had a lot of beers which I could probably tick off and be like, that's liquid form of that chocolate bar, that chocolate bar. Yeah,
I like that. I do. I do love a Kinder Bueno, but I haven't obviously had one for a while. But just the snapping and the soft, crunchy texture of it, and the little liquid inside.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
I had talking about kind of novelty beers. I had a Brew York beer, based on the Goonies,
Okay.
and I think it was called Hey You Giles. Yeah, and it was a chocolate caramel and marshmallow.
Is that a Brew York one?
Novelty stout
Right.
from Brew York.
Yeah.
And they called it Hey You Giles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whoever owned the rights to the Goonies sued
Oh yeah.
Brew York. Have you heard this story?
I think you briefly touched on it before.
They sued them because they were like, that's a direct quote from the Goonies film.
But isn't it Hey You Guys?
Yeah, but they got into some sort of discrepancy with the name.
What does the artwork look like?
And they changed. Let me just quickly finish this. They changed the beer name to HYG
Right.
because of that.
But surely Hey You Guys isn't. It's Hey You Guys from the Goonies, so it's not a direct quote, unless the can artwork was literally the Goonies.
I think it was something to do with the can artwork. You see it. You see the Goonies pirate skull.
Yeah.
Maybe it was something to do with that plus the name. I don't know. But yeah, they had to change the name to HYG.
I'm surprised that hasn't happened before.
But that annoys
all of
me.
their names.
That annoys me.
But some people
Why do that?
They just
Goonies is a classic film.
Yeah.
If just let a brewery just make a pun on it.
But if they're not making money out of it, then some people get a problem with it, don't they?
Brew York continue to
Brew York are brilliant.
to grind out the old pun names for their
pun,
beers.
The pun names, yeah, from the pop culture references. What we doing?
Well, I did find an article when I was looking into white stouts, which I think is very interesting. So the headline is Hamerton Brewery. Mm-hmm. You familiar with Hamerton?
Yeah, a little bit.
Hamerton, I believe, do the best peanut butter stout I've ever had in my life. It's called Crunch.
Yeah, I've seen. Oh yeah, Crunch. Yeah.
And I think I was with you.
With all the peanuts on the front.
Yeah, and I was with you last Christmas or the Christmas before when we went to that bottle shop and I got the double version of it and it was called Crunchier.
Right.
Do you remember?
Yeah, vaguely.
So that's Hamerton Brewery.
And do they do the pecan one as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do know. So the headline is Hamerton Brewery unveils world's first pure white stout. Mate, look at it.
It's like a milkshake.
Look at it. That is beautiful. When I saw that photo, I was gobsmacked.
That was 3 years ago, that article. Why have you not tried it?
I don't know. And guess what they called it?
Santa Claus.
Casper. I love that.
Excellent.
Casper is the end product of an innovative project between a North London brewery and a local maltster, and it's the first beer to combine the roasty bitterness of a stout with the appearance of a milky white coffee. Another thing I don't like, coffee. I'm desperate to try that now. Just from that photo, I was like, I was like Homer Simpson when he just drools in public.
Over donuts.
Yeah.
Right, Sam. We need to wrap this episode up a little bit.
Okay.
But before we do, I would like to potentially introduce a new segment.
Go on.
Into the episode.
I love new segments.
So I was shopping, actually selling on Etsy the other day, which is the hipster version of eBay. Yeah. Essentially. I'm sure you know what Etsy is. Oh, yeah. Don't need to bottle feed you. And one of the I won't go into what I was selling, but I was also then searching for new beer glasses because these ones are nice, but as we spoke about before, they don't scrub up very well.
No,
You just can't clean them.
the dishwashers had a right go on them.
I have scrubbed it manually as well, and they don't fucking get clean.
But it's like when you put something in the dishwasher too many times, glassware, they always turn
these are
cloudy.
brand new.
Yeah, I know.
I got these for my birthday.
But it's mental,
They're
isn't
not
it?
even 6 months old.
Take them back, return them, get the receipt.
Return to sender. So anyway, I was looking for new beer glasses on Etsy, and then I came across this glass, and it was one of the shittest things I've ever seen.
I am so excited to see this because as much as you think that I'm the brutal one, you have a brutal streak as well, and I can imagine this is going to be horrendous.
Right now,
you're going to have a right old go at this. You're going to stick your oar in.
So I was thinking that everyone's always about finding the best thing. Like you put into Google, it's like the 10 best,
top 5,
yeah, 10 best this, top 5 that, and then I was like, well, no one ever appreciates the worst things, do they? No one's ever like, oh, what's the shittest of that? Like, no, but there isn't an article of the 10 worst this and that.
Is this what you're proposing? You want us to write a top 10 shittest article?
No. So my thing is that every week, I didn't even save it.
Oh mate,
where's it gone?
Come on.
Right. So every week, what we do is we come up with the worst beer-related product we can find on the internet, and obviously we'll exhaust it at some point, but we'll just run it for the next like 3 or 4 weeks.
So you want us to top each other every week, but we're going to be the only people judging it.
That's fine.
So we have to be fair.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So this week, right? So you get those big like pint glasses.
Oh, like tankards.
No, they're not like the double ones. They're just like the normal pints, yeah. But you get them in pubs sometimes. Where you drink like the cask out of them.
If someone gives me one of them in
you don't
a pub,
like it.
I'm like, take it.
I like.
Give me a proper.
If they're like really stern, they've got the little dimples in them. Like I like those ones.
Do you?
This isn't that. But this is also. And I'll also tell you that the name of the shop is called Santa's Christmas Gifts.
Oh, mate, you straight away, Alex. You're ruining my October already. All right, you're talking about Christmas stuff in October, Alex.
It's not Christmas related. I'm just telling you.
Oh, okay. The website. Okay.
The Etsy.
All right. I'll let you off. I'll let you off.
Nora Jones.
I'll let you off. You know how much I hate people talking about Christmas before December. Like, I'll let you have the last week. I will let you have the last week of November. No more.
I don't. I want the third week in December to start Christmas. I fucking hate Christmas, mate. Don't start me on Christmas.
I actually love Christmas, but don't talk to me about it until the 25th of November.
If it was me, I would put my Christmas tree up on the 24th and I'd take it down on the 26th. And I'm not even joking.
You are a Scrooge, mate. You are a Scrooge.
No, because I went into Marks and Spencer's round the corner the other day. And they had Christmas vegan food in there, and it was September.
I know.
And so if you calculate the amount of time that we've got to look at Christmas stuff in the shops, that equates to 25% of your life.
I know.
Your whole fucking life. 25% of the time you're looking at Christmas. Yeah, it makes me angry.
Look at you with the stat. For the first time ever this year, I saw a Christmas advert on TV in September. And it killed me inside, mate. Literally killed me inside. I turned around to Steph and I went, what the fuck is this?
It should be illegal. Like, genuinely.
It was like a Matalan advert about Christmas pyjamas. And I was like, get it. I was like, turn it over now. I literally turned around to Steph and I went, turn it over.
Yeah,
it angered me so much. Anyway, sorry. We're getting a bit off topic here.
So you know those big pint glasses?
Oh, what, the tankards?
Right, What? What was that? Your watch? Sam's watch is talking to him. What did it say? Something about Top Gear.
Here are films called Top Gear. And it's just come up with a list. Wait. It's come up with a list of just Top Gear, Top Gear Motors and Mischief, Top Gear India Special. That was weird.
Maybe that's a topic for later on. Our favourite Top Gear episode. Right. So anyway, this pint glass is a custom engraved pint glass, right? And the title is Personalised Beer Glass, Tankard Glass, Customised Beer Glass, Custom Etched Beer Mug, Engraved Pint Glass, Christmas Gifts for Boyfriend. That is the title of it. It's £14.99. It's in stock. And what you can do is you personalise it with your name at the top. So they have gone with the name Steve.
Can I just say this is sending shivers down my spine already?
They've gone with the name Steve as the name on the top of the beer glass. So it says, Steve, it's the most wonderful time for a beer. And then it's just got a little bit of holly underneath it. And that's what it looks like. And I'll put a picture here.
It's literally disgusting. It is disgusting. Isn't it?
If someone bought me that...
Wait a sec, 331 sales?
Yeah, but from,
just on that shop.
From Santa's Christmas Gifts, yeah.
330. It says it down there in the small print. Okay. You've set the bar high.
Have you ever received a Christmas gift and then given it to charity on in the first week of January?
I have never done that.
I have,
because I'm a bit of a, I love to sell stuff on eBay.
Yeah.
So I always keep it and put it on the eBay pile.
Oh yeah,
that's horrible, isn't it? I won't even give it to charity. I'll make sure that I get a bit of money in my back pocket for it, for the unwanted Christmas gift.
Text the person that sent it to you. Sorry, we got the receipt.
I would never do that.
I just can't stand toot. Like it literally makes me angry. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so yeah, that is the that's what I'm bringing to the table.
You've set the bar higher, mate.
And I'm also going to get you that for Christmas.
I'm gonna do better than that next week.
Well, I hope you do.
I'm hoping I make you vomit or something. I was close to. I will. Yeah. You've set the gauntlet. You set the challenge.
So you like the game for the next few weeks.
For the next few weeks,
okay.
We might even be able to do it up until Christmas.
Oh, I can't wait for the Christmas special.
How about that? Talking about Christmas gifts, I have actually planned your Christmas presents this year. Presents.
Really?
Take notice of
Plural.
the S.
Oh, okay.
I have already set in stone, mate.
Do you know,
I know what I'm getting you.
Do you know what I was thinking the other day? That when we spoke much earlier on in the year about Steph's Christmas present?
About setting the timer.
The reminder, yeah. You still got it on your phone.
You must still be on there. Mate, that is so weird that you said that. Because I was thinking about earlier when we were having pizza.
What about that specific present?
I was literally thinking I'm going to mention that in the conversation with Alex and we're going to laugh about it. I don't know what year we set it to though. It
was this Christmas.
Was it?
Yeah.
Shall I have a quick look?
Yeah, we can't say what it was though.
Oh, yeah, we can't say what it was, but she will listen to this episode. Let's have a quick look. So I think you were like, set it.
I think it was
like a couple of weeks.
No, it was around Black Friday because he would have got a discount.
Oh yeah. The 26th of November on the Friday, because you were like, you'll have the discount code.
Yes.
And I think, I've put an alarm on it for 9 a.m.
I think it's gonna be a winner, that one.
So I'm gonna. Well, I should be awake by then, if it's a Friday, because I'll be working. So I'll probably be drinking my morning cup of coffee. That's gonna go off straight on there, like a whippet.
Excellent.
Buying that up for Steph.
Brilliant. Well, that kind of swiftly brings us on to something that you were a bit dubious about discussing, Sam.
It wasn't that I was dubious about discussing it. It was more that you have no prior knowledge of this channel.
Okay.
I've been watching this channel for the last 2 years.
YouTube channel.
It's a YouTube channel.
Uh-huh.
I've been watching this channel for the last 2 years, and I've fallen in love with it.
Yeah.
Because they are idiots.
Yeah.
Literal idiots from Birmingham.
Mm-hmm.
They're a couple of Brummie lads, and they actually have like a bit of a gang of fellow Brummies. But there's two main guys. One's called Rommel,
Okay.
and the other guy's called Jay Swingler.
Jay Swingler.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jay Swingler.
Yep.
And their channel is called TGF Bro.
Okay.
I think you vaguely have heard of it before, but you don't know what the content is.
Not really.
I will just describe one of their videos, and that should sum it up for you.
Mm-hmm.
They built a wooden slide out of their 4th story window of their house.
Okay.
Of one of their houses.
Why have they got 4 stories in the house?
Because
Big house.
they're rich.
Right,
They've made a lot of money off this YouTube
Fair
channel.
play.
Obviously,
Yeah.
that's what we're trying to do. They've got a lot of money in their back pockets.
Yeah.
They built basically a water flume from the 4th story window down to the ground, and some of the inclines were like that.
Yeah.
And then proceeded to run chocolate milk through a hose pipe to act as water.
Brilliant. Was it?
But the
was
whole
it
story
oatmeal?
was them. The whole video was them constructing this slide. Like, it did it from the start to the finish, and them just hurting themselves going down this rickety wooden slide. I want you. That's a bit of homework for you. I want you to watch
Okay.
that video for next week, and then you can tell me what you think of them and how idiotic you think they are.
I would do that. But how does that translate into you buying some clothes and,
So
and showing us?
they have done very well for themselves, not just with the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
They also own a clothing line called Childish.
Okay.
I bought a hoodie from them in their last drop.
Yeah.
Best hoodie I've ever bought in my life.
I have seen it. Is it purple
It's
hoodie?
purple.
Yeah, it's a good hoodie.
So comfortable.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I wear it all the time at home. Steph doesn't like me wearing it out.
Why?
She thinks it's too Larry.
Oh, really? It is quite Larry.
It is quite Larry.
Yeah.
But I think I can pull it off. I think I can get away.
You do, yeah.
Anyway, they did their latest drop last week,
Yeah.
and I was lucky enough to get hold of 2 items from their range.
This packaging is like, it's just insane. I've never seen.
It's beautiful.
I've never
isn't
bought anything like this. Is a T-shirt, yeah.
Mhm.
It looks like it's a new iPad or something.
It's of that quality, isn't
Yeah,
it?
the quality is insane. I mean, do you mind divulging the cost of this T-shirt?
I think it was about 30 quid, 35 quid.
Oh, that's not too bad.
No, it was all right.
I thought it was going to be like Macklemore,
You can read the back of the box if you
$50
like.
for a T-shirt.
I also treated myself to a new jumper as well.
Oh,
So, should we do the T-shirt first?
yeah, you do
But
it.
anyway, I wanted to unbox these on one of our episodes because I would love... I don't know if they drink craft beer,
Yeah,
but it would be amazing if we could meet up with these guys. They love games. They love games. we would play a hell of a fucking game with these lads, and just drink some craft beer with them. It'd be amazing.
yeah.
I mean, we're thinking setting our goals higher. This could be a high goal.
What is it called again? TFG.
TGF, bro.
TGF, bro. What does TGF stand for?
They've never revealed it. Never. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen.
It is good packaging.
Sexy. I wonder how much they spent on the packaging.
A fair amount, I'd say.
It smells good as well. I thought they put 2 T-shirts in there. I mean, the T-shirt is very basic, but I just love it. I think it's cool.
I like that. It looks a bit like Reebok meets like Asics or something.
I actually didn't see the back of this when I bought it. I don't know if I like that.
It's like Ross from Friends when he tries on that leather jacket.
Yeah. But yeah, it's quite like classic, the front of it, isn't it? And I think there's a bit on the sleeve here.
You don't like the back, do you?
I don't like the back. I don't like the back. Gutted. Keep your inner child. Child.
That's fair.
There you go. That's the t-shirt.
Let's hope the jumper hasn't got something on the back.
I'll be fuming. Because I literally love this jumper.
It's good quality as well.
Yeah. But that was like the hoodie I got.
It's really nice.
That was like the hoodie I got last time.
Very weighty.
Very good. So again, with the nice little tissue paper here.
Oh, looks like a baseball jumper. I like the green. There's definitely nothing on the back of this, mate. I wouldn't worry.
There was a red and a green version, and green's my colour.
That is sick. I love that.
Do you like it?
Yeah. Oh, it says sexy on the back, doesn't it?
Oh no, we never grew up. There you go. I mean, if I was being picky, I'd like to get rid of the 1995 on the arm, but...
Did you know that was on there?
Yeah, I knew that was on it. What do you think?
Yeah, I like that.
Like it?
Yeah, it's good.
Just very good quality as well.
Yeah. It is. I like this. I like this. Very stretchy.
But yeah, I'll tell you what. Next brewery we visit, I'll wear this to it.
Excellent.
Gypsy Hill, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Or Savvy.
Or something.
Or Unbarred.
You can wear it on Saturday.
Or that all expenses trip to Yeasty Boys.
That'd be a comfy one for a flight to New Zealand.
But yeah, do you know what? I actually think it would be harder to get, not an interview with them, but just to hang out with them for a day. I think it would be harder to hang out with them for a day than get an interview at Gypsy Hill or whatever brewery we fancy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, how many subscribers have they got?
I mean, he sent a tweet out the other day saying, if you can guess my PIN code to my bank card, I will PayPal you 1% of my total funds.
Did anyone get it?
I don't know. I actually haven't. I guessed. Of course I guessed.
Of course I did.
I was like, please. But those guys
There's only like 11,000 combinations.
They have too much money. They don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Jay has a Rolls Royce. He
Really?
just bought a Rolls Royce.
Madness.
And then the guys on the channel decided to fill it up with HB pencils.
Why not 2B?
I don't know.
What the fuck? Who even thinks of that? Who even thinks that up?
He was really pissed off as well.
Really?
Very pissed off. They covered the seats with plastic, but
yeah,
he was
also
still like, this is my brand new Rolls Royce.
The lead is going to leave a little bit of... Well, they sharpened HB pencils.
I don't know. I didn't watch the whole video.
Oh, I love that. It's funny.
But yeah, watch a couple of their videos for next time.
Okay, I will.
Because I would actually value your opinion on what you think of these guys. They're very rogue. They're a bit out there. They talk a lot of nonsense.
So I'm just putting dude back to bed.
It's fine. I think it's our bedtime as well, Alex.
I know, mate. Right. The last and most important part of the episode is to discuss the Sticky Toffee Pudding White Stout by Unbarred with collaboration with Full Circle. I need your review.
My review?
Your review and your IMDb rating.
Okay. My review, like I said at the start, really, that is liquefied. Is that correct? Liquefied?
Yeah.
Liquidified? Is it liquefied or liquidified?
Yeah.
Liquefied.
Liquefied, yeah.
Yeah, that is a boozy liquefied version of that Muller toffee yogurt.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favourite yogurts of all time. Therefore, my rating is higher.
What is your most favourite yogurt?
Oh, it's the Milky Bar dessert.
You've always got weird options.
Mate, did you not have one of them before you turned vegan? No. Missing out, mate.
I'm a traditional boy.
Yeah. What are you going for?
You know what? If I across my entire life, if I had to rank my favourite, it's going to be a giant Petit Falou. Strawberry.
Those stupid little Petit Falous. They're very nice, very tasty, but I can't stand that size.
But they made a giant one.
Did they?
I mean, it wasn't much
wasn't
bigger.
it was like double the size.
It was still like that, yeah. They were really small, weren't they?
Yeah. Steph still buys them.
Really?
Yeah, she gets them and eats them.
Well, you're going to be having a lot of them soon, Sam.
Yeah, I know.
When the baby comes.
Right?
I love a Petit Falou.
So with that alone, I'm not going to say anything more. I think, like I said to you, I think there might be some small differences in taste between a regular stout and a white stout.
Yeah.
I'm not ruling that out, and I'm not claiming I'm an expert either, but I'm pretty sure it's mainly down to the colour.
Yeah.
But yeah, just with that kind of comparison alone, I want you to guess what my score is for it.
I mean, before I guess your score, I want to just say that I have going off of what Danny at Beak said the other day, in that we need to categorize different styles of beers as their own ratings. I have nothing to base this off of. So how do I rate something if I don't have a basis for it?
Well,
imagine if I had only ever seen one movie.
I know what you're trying to say.
How do I give it a number?
You have to rate it.
I think for you, based off of what I've tried today and how surprised I am that I do genuinely like it, and what you just told me, I think we always do this.
I do have to say though,
okay,
just because I don't want to be leading you down the wrong path.
Okay,
I do have one scrutiny.
Okay,
with it.
Okay.
Do you want me to tell you what the scrutiny is?
No, but that's just knock my score down though.
Okay,
for you.
Okay.
I think your score is going to be a 4.
Wrong.
Is it lower?
You're right. It's a 4.
Don't do that.
Yeah, 4 on the nose. My scrutiny of it, I like my stouts thick.
Okay.
I like them thicker. It was a bit not watery. It was a bit thin.
Yeah,
for me.
yeah. Okay, so they are normally a bit thicker than that.
Well, you can get stouts in all types of consistencies, but I like a thicker stout.
Okay.
I like a bit of body to it, and that it was a bit thin for me. But the flavour, boom,
it's good. Yeah,
it was great.
I mean, for a starter, I feel like this is an easy introduction for me.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think like a dessert stout, toffee.
Yeah,
it's a good start. My guess for you is I think you're gonna land on 3.5.
No,
higher.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, because I've got to base it on somewhere, and I did genuinely like it, but I could have another one. So I'm gonna match your score and give it a 4.
Boom. Cheers to that, mate. We didn't really talk about Full Circle, but we can pick a real Full Circle beer and have a good chat about it.
We've got a couple in the stock room.
Yeah.
So.
Cool.
Do you want me to read this from
Yeah, I would.
Untapped?
Yeah, do it.
Our collaboration with Full Circle is an indulgent sticky toffee pudding. Lots of sweet toffee and dates with a touch of vanilla to bring this sticky treat together. Our white stout is copper in colour, but with all the flavours you'd expect from a stout. Do you agree with that?
I do. I think that's a very accurate description.
Excellent. Right, so what is the global score? And just for some context, the uniques is 421, the total is 429, and the monthly is 97, which is very similar to Zinzan. Almost identical.
See, I think Umbard are not crazy popular. I think Umbard have quite a niche audience at the moment. I think people who know about them. The people who don't have a clue.
Yeah.
Therefore, I'm going to go with 3. No. I'm going to go 4.02.
You should have stuck with 3. 3.88.
Shite. I should have gone with my gut.
What was the gut saying?
I was going to go 3.8 something. Not 88, but...
Also, you know what we have... You know we didn't do the ABV game. We haven't even We haven't even
ABVs.
mentioned the word ABV.
I have seen the ABVs on these.
But we didn't even say that the Zinzan is 6.9
Mm-hmm.
and this
An
comes in a cool 8%.
Yeah, I mean, you brought them to the table, mate. I'm proud of your choices, and I'm proud that you took that step, your first step into the world of stouts.
I'm glad that I did. To be fair, like it's something that you pick up when you're younger, a dislike for something, and then you carry it into life. And I feel like I'm very open in trying new things, and obviously I've got specific dietary requirements, but a stout and that sort of beer style is something that I've always just ignored. And I can't really think of anything else, like food wise or drink wise, that I'd just refuse to try.
Yeah.
And now I've done it. I've conquered one of the last mountains of my life, Sam.
Well done, mate. I think that, I think next soon, I don't know if we've got a porter on at craftlinebeers.com. I don't know if there's a porter on there. Maybe you want to have a little check. But I think we should bring a porter in. I know you don't like coffee, and porters are quite coffee based. Do you like coffee taste? No,
Not really. We've got pot kettle black.
Oh, you've had that? You've tried that?
Yeah, only like a sip.
Okay.
And we've also got Big Night in Part 2.
That's a porter, isn't it?
It's a fierce brewery. 10% killer.
Well, if our stock's not too low, maybe we should bring that in next week.
Yeah. Okay.
Why not? Why not cross off porter as well?
Right.
Whilst you're at it.
Let's do it.
Cool.
Right. The laptop's going down. We're shutting off this episode. Episode 6 in the bag.
I think I succeeded in overrunning your episode.
Yeah, we've smashed the hour and 20 minutes of episode 4. Yeah.
Over 120.
Yeah, definitely.
Damn.
Damn.
I did better than that last time, mate.
That's what I'm saying. Yours is hour and 20 on episode 4. Wait, fuck off, mate.
Oh
right?
Dear.
Anyway,
I'm gonna get it under an hour next time.
next episode we've got a new location,
We have,
a temporary location.
but we will reveal
when we're there.
all of that when we're there.
It's going to be a bit more comfortable.
There's a bit of a story behind that one.
Right. Cheers, Sam.
Cheers, mate.
See you on the next one, mates.
Bye.